We lost a significant amount of time due to key-related issues. So...
Fucking Josh.
God damn it, Josh! Fucking dude, keep it together, dog.
God damn it,
really
Tyler.
funny
Oh, sorry.
situation.
Sorry, bad habit.
That's fair.
Reasonable habit.
That's fair.
Yeah. And I can't even ask Emily for backup because she takes the most delight in punching down at me. So, fucking, you guys suck. No, I'm kidding.
Half of the things that he takes as insults from me are me just like giving him like
Straight
critiques
facts.
on something.
Straight
Like
facts.
I'll just be like, "Hey Tyler, when you do this, could you do this instead? Because it's gonna turn out better." And he's just like, "Dang, you don't have to pick on me." And it's just like,
No, but same. Literally,
But-
I pattied up some burgers to grill this weekend, and Desiree's like, "Those are some small patties." So I was like, "Well, fuck, why don't you do it?"
My brother. Yeah.
an observation, and you're just like, "Oh, I gotta."
What you're gonna want to do is you want to salt and pepper those bad boys, leaving them on S&P, the choice for me. Alright.
I will never get over them deciding to eat unseasoned steaks.
Fucking Canadian hicks,
Leather.
you know? I don't know, man.
Leather.
If you got good enough beef, you can do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even do that with Chinese Wagyu. Or whatever the fuck it was.
They were talking about not Italian.
Japanese.
I thought you were going to say jabroni.
Jabroni steak.
Japanese and Australian Wagyu. But no, under no circumstances, no matter how fancy the meat is, I would never eat it unseasoned.
Oh no, there's some like, man, when you have a good cow, because we get a lot of just whole beef because we have the freezer space and there's a lot of cattle up here. Like, so when it's like fresh and like you're like, this cow was alive like 3 days ago, slap it on the grill and it needs not like, it's fine.
You see, I hate the taste of meat, so I need the spices to make it not taste the way it does. If I'm eating chicken and it tastes a little bit too much like chicken, I will entirely stop eating my meal. This is how I was vegetarian for like 5 years without even caring.
She's one of the pickiest eaters I've ever met.
And I'm not even that picky. I worked with a guy who ate nothing but hamburgers and french fries.
Let me put it to you this way. It's not that she's a picky eater. It's that she has a lot of food-related triggers when it comes to things. There are a lot of things that will immediately put her off of a particular meal that she was otherwise enjoying.
99% of them are texture-based.
Extremely sensitive to texture.
Like, you know, when meat has like those like big fat lines on them? Disgusting. Horrible texture. And then people are like, no, you keep the fat on so that it can cook in its own fat. No, because then the fat's still there, and it's gelatinous, and it's squishy. And we're not doing that. You trim it off, and if you need more fat in there, you can put some fucking oil. But no, why on earth would I eat that? We don't live in northern Canada where blubber is regular.
You're not down with the blub.
No. Like, you know, they eat sharks up there. No, not sharks, whales. And it's a very fatty piece of meat.
They'll eat what they can get.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
about to say.
And that's the thing, is when you live in the north of Canada, you eat what you can. Because if I wanted a chicken in the north of Canada, it'd be like $40.
Dog,
But-
you'd be lucky to get it for $40. Oh, boy.
Yep. So, like, that's why I don't live there.
Alrighty.
One of many reasons.
As much as I love talking about Canadians and blubber, we are already a little late. Do we want to get started?
But what about Josh's groping story?
All right, you can tell the Mark Rabelais butthole story.
Okay.
This is important.
We
So,
are on stream, so you know.
As we all know, Mark Rabelais, known artist and loop father.
Loot father. So you're kind of cutting out a little bit on my end. I don't know if that's happening.
Yeah, he was doing that earlier, too.
All we're gonna hear is blah, blah, blah. Brown starfish.
hot dog flavored water.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Yup.
Okay, I don't know why my internet's cutting out then.
Because you a bitch.
So, Mark Revier. This will be my Bonnaroo story. His set was fantastic. I went by myself at 1 a.m. to this fucking friends would go with me too. And we're standing there waiting, and he comes on stage and does the sound check. And we're just like screaming obscenities at him, and he's just like, "I fucking love everyone here." Backstage, he was dressed at this point, by the way. So the show starts, and we're like, "Where the fuck is he?" Behind the tent, like back in the audience, trying to do like a gag where he started behind the audience and then he would forward to the stage. It did not work. The stage had been having issues with the sound, and the sound didn't work at all. So he carried all of his shit from way the fuck in the back off the stage. Now, if you had to take a guess, what would you say Mark Red wearing to start this concert out?
Wearing?
I want to say an inflatable T-Rex costume.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for his regular undies and a robe.
Okay.
Good catch. Good catch.
Shirtless with some tearaway pants.
Brandon, would you like to take a guess?
Fuck. Morph suit. Just a morph suit.
Okay, I like that
Ooh,
too.
that's
maybe
a
some
good one, yeah.
maybe some stuffed underwear underneath. Just yeah.
He wasn't wearing any of those things. Emily was the closest. He was just in his underwear.
No
All
robe.
right.
No, started the show in his underwear. Now, as he ran to the stage, while he's carrying all this equipment, people, he starts stealing clothes from people.
Okay.
So he ends up going from just his skin tight, bright yellow underwear that basically looked like he was wearing nothing, to having a white robe, somebody's hat, and he managed to get somebody's bra somehow.
Okay.
And that he performed about half of the show like that. And then so the show, as one does, it's a fucking bop. We go through a lot of the music. And then he goes, "You know what? I'm fucking tired. I'm done with this fucking show. With y'all. Can I come have a drink with y'all?" And so he grabs a beer, goes down to the front of the stage, slams the whole beer, crushes it against his head, throws it down, pulls champagne out of nowhere.
Pulls a what out of nowhere? We're losing you very consistently.
He pulls a champagne out of nowhere.
One more time.
He pulled a bottle of champagne.
There we go.
Oh.
There we go.
God damn it, internet. Don't do
Y'all-
this to me.
All I was hearing was ain. He pulled the ain.
Yeah, it's very.
Yeah, I was
Hello.
either thinking champagne or a cane.
Yeah, it's very rhythmic. If that helps. I don't
Know why that's happening. I have no idea why that's happening.
Weird.
So, pulls this bottle out, pops the cork, and then just jumps into the and proceeds to crowd surf all over the fucking place, drinking a bottle of champagne. So at one point, back to the stage, I'm standing pretty close to the stage. He starts to pass over me. And I swear to God, if I had been one person to the left, I would a whole handful of Mark Revier's, like from dick to butthole. Instead, I reach up and I grab just about as close as you can on his inner thigh to keep him from the head with his ass, and then just pass him on.
Well, you just gotta do like the cheerleading thing where, yeah, your hand's totally up their butt. Don't think about it too hard.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, you take that, you get that, like, put in a DNA lab, and you got yourself a nice Mark Rebillier clone.
Then he got back on stage and did a few more songs, and during one of those songs, those giant slingshots that you fire water balloons out of.
Yep.
People come on stage and start firing those into the crowd.
Yeah.
I've seen those things crack car windshields before.
Yeah, the failure of water balloons is they don't pop when they should, so
Yeah.
you just get smacked in the face and then it
I
pops
was
on the ground.
very convinced somebody was gonna die. So yeah, that was the Mark Rebier experience. I have
Excellent.
video songs that he did that like weren't just like made up on the spot. Where I'm and flamingos, which is what he closed with.
Dope.
Oh God! And-
okay.
A roof flew, and I'm dying.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you were coughing or not because it sounded like just some little
That was me
blips.
coughing it.
All right. Yeah, my dude.
Josh will be in and out all night.
It'd be like that. I'm just glad you're here. I missed you fuckers. Goddamn, like, I was going on and I was like, oh, it's nice that we're gonna play tonight. I mean, God, it's almost been like a month since we played Candlestick. And then fucking Josh rolls in like, hey guys. I'm like, no! I cannot be separated from my boys.
Tyler said that, and I did a quick load of dishes because I was just like, all right, well, we're going to see how this unfolds. I might as well be doing something.
That's why I booted up the PS4 and am still playing.
You dick.
Anyway, now Isaac, you can
Carry
Take
on.
us.
Take us to a fantasy land. Unless he's dead.
This is a possibility.
He might be
We
doing...
know what his diet is like.
He's just upset that I got the finger. He didn't.
He might be doing baby stuff.
Right. Mark Rebellier's fucking assassins are going to us one by one.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Ah!
Yes.
My headphones stay.
My dude,
Oh, no.
I think you need more headphones. I think we are reaching critical mass for tech issues.
Well, if
We're
all
getting
of us
there.
have a problem, then nobody has a problem.
No, if all of us have a problem, it means
that's
we have
not how it
5 problems. Honey
gonna say, I
Bean,
don't-
you're a programmer. I think you should know basic math.
I don't know how to
I
tell you
changed
that today I had a problem at work, but it was only happening on my version of the thing, and so they decided it's not a problem.
Okay. I figured it out. I had to update Discord, and it changed all of my voice settings, so it was defaulting to
Push
my.
talk.
No, it was defaulting to my headphones
Oh.
microphone instead of my boom,
Yo,
and I have that turned off, so there's no input on my headphones, but it said there was, but I got it. Changed my default settings. We're good.
my man. All right, then we're all here.
All right. So last time you did the farm. Ta-da! I mean, that's about all you need.
Fucking
We almost
awesome.
died at the farm.
We did almost die at the farm. That's one of the deadliest combats we've been in quite some time.
You know,
Hiroto may have brain damage from repeated unconsciousness.
you guys hit level 4, so if you haven't done that,
Oh,
that's a
fuck, did I
thing.
do that?
I think we all did.
I think we all did.
but-
Probably.
Emily,
Yeah.
Emily, we never confirmed anything, but I was like, you're gonna need to take a feat, and then you were like, so I gave you telepathic, I believe, or telekinetic.
Ah.
So now you have.
No, I probably didn't go, I probably reused the same joke again of I already have 2 feet.
Oh, well you have
Aha! My one joke.
You have telepathic now, so congratulations. Or telekinetic, so now you have like a super mage hand. I mean, you already had your pseudopod, but you know, fucking, you can use it to push things in combat. That's cool.
Telepathetic.
All right. If I recall correctly, we had that one job to escort Home Slice up to the logging camp, right?
Yeah.
We had supplies to bring there,
Let
like
me
a wagon.
find.
or something.
What in the world? I should have.
Why in the world? They moved
Ow.
some stuff or they moved some stuff around, maybe. I don't know. Because I'm trying to give you like pull up the quest thing. Player handout? Nope, it's not in there. Okay, whatever. I'll just read it again.
We're a
I
little
know
out-
it's in here.
We're a
but-
little out of practice. It's good.
Because it should just be in this right about here. Whatever. I'll just go and do it this way. Loggers Camp. The quest that you received is God damn it. I'm sorry. I'm a piece of shit. It's fine.
That's okay. I hear that Butterskull Ranch is being renovated with a restaurant, as you can see.
Here it is.
Back outhouse.
That's awesome. Holy shit.
God damn it. I'm dying.
Loggers Camp. Loggers Camp. Okay. Deep in Neverwinter Wood, along the river that flows west towards Neverwinter, is a logging camp. Every 2 months, Fandolin delivers fresh supplies to the camp, which is run by the half-brother of Fandolin's town master, Harbin Wester. Barthen, the local provisioner, has prepared a new delivery. He needs someone to bear the supplies safely to the camp. Return to Harbin Wester with a notice of delivery signed by his half-brother, Tiber Wester,
Okay.
to claim your reward of 100 gold pieces.
That's where I was. It's been a little minute.
Yeah.
I think we did go back to Fandolin, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Or you were on your way back, but
Dope.
and so with that information, you would probably be given this. Yeah, there's still a couple places in Fandolin that you've yet to explore, but they mostly get it explored as you get it. But
For
so yeah, basically it's telling you that your contact would be the town master, the Harbin Wester.
Gotcha. Yeah, homeboy who hides behind the door.
Yep. And he would hook you up with Barthen, which is this dude up here, to transport it up the trail to the river and out.
Gotcha. Renato is going to knock on the door and just be like, "Town Master, we are here about the caravan escort. If you would like to let us be on our way." What?
I'm just amusing myself, don't
Yes. Head up to Barthen's provisions, unless, well, we may only be able to pay you half for it because only half of the shipment has arrived.
Whoa, my man. Hang on now. Hang on. That is not what I wanted to hear.
Okay, so all our big shipment that was coming into Fandolin, there was a shipwreck out on the coast, and we lost a lot of stuff, so we can only give so much. You could investigate that, and maybe I could part with a little bit more. I mean, Barthen knows more too, but we're kind of low on supplies.
Do you know exactly, you said there was a shipwreck? Is it just bad weather or some sort of, I don't know, draconic influence, perhaps?
There's been a whole series of shipwrecks over the last couple 10-day or so. In fact, virtually none of the ships that come into this harbor have docked safely.
So I think yes.
You might have to run that one by
Yes.
us again, buddy.
Sorry, what'd you say?
So I think what he's saying is yes.
Alright. I mean, shoot, it sounds like we'd be solving two problems if we looked into that whole shipwreck business. Are all of you with me?
It doesn't sound like there's another option, so yeah.
I mean, it's either that to get paid half, and I don't think we do anything halfway in this team.
Not
And
yet.
most of it is Barthen's, so I'm sure we could take the whole thing up if we solve the check out the shipwreck issue, maybe reclaim some of the lost supplies because it was shipwrecked in the harbor itself or just off the harbor. So see what's going on there, reclaim some supplies, and then come back and then complete the delivery, and we could probably like 500 gold.
Alright. You sweet talked me into it. Okay, I suppose we could just go immediately and do some investigating ourselves, but maybe Barthen will have some sort of information that is, pertinent.
Yeah, while we're here, just do it.
Oh, but I mean, like, it's his shipments. He may know something about the occurrences, but, arm ourselves with knowledge before we go.
Yeah, that's what
He
I was
has
saying.
knowledge and he ever saved anyone.
Oh, my dear, dear sweet Bradalus. You keep thinking that. I'm going to go talk to Barthen.
Okay. So you make your way up to Barthen's Provisions.
It's right next to the
And,
Shrine of Fuck. You can't miss it.
Yeah, and you walk in and you see a dude wearing a bro tank, sunglasses, and he dabs as you walk in.
Is he wearing his sunglasses, on the back
Oh,
of his head?
No. These are like the Kanye ones where they're just like lines and completely
Oh, yeah.
pointless.
Shutter
Yeah.
shades?
Shutter
Yeah,
Shades.
shutter shades.
Dude, I went to middle school. I remember shutter shades.
Barthen, I presume. Interesting look you have going on here.
YOLO.
Shut
He's like, bruh.
Shut the fuck up.
Bruh. Bruh. For real?
On God?
Dude, this look be straight bussin', for real.
Brandon leans over and he goes, send it down sexual style.
Okay.
Let's just throw a whole bunch of slang together, and eventually it might make a sentence.
Also, 2-for-1 glizzies in the back.
I do not think we need the glizzy. Thank you. Yeah, Tyler was laughing that whole time his microphone cut off. I think he was too loud and his microphone decided no.
Oh god, I missed you guys so much. Oh god. Oh fuck. Okay.
So I remember one of my friends on Facebook who is a mom asked what a glizzy was because her son came home saying that word. And somebody's like, it's a hot dog. Or, depending on how old you are, a gun. And I'm like, well, those are two very different
What?
things now, aren't they?
You guys want to know how I know this is a fantasy game?
How?
You want me to make it sad?
Yes. Please
Because there's a Gen Z who owns a business.
do. Oh.
I know
That's
Gen
some
Z's who
fantasy
own
shit.
business.
Bruh.
Next, you're gonna tell me he like owns property or something.
Oh, speaking of which,
Mm. Oh my god.
it is fantasy.
Oh my fucking god. Isaac, your comedic timing is on point right now, man. Oh my god. Alright, new Candlestick Clips entry. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I forgot we were playing D&D for a moment. Feet suck my cock. Good lord, dude. Come on.
What
right.
are you seeing this on?
It's in the chat. It's Brandon being Brandon.
Oh, they posted a while ago?
Fucking,
Tyler's only just catching up. It's okay.
yeah, I didn't
Okay.
see it. All right, so Barthen, my man, I don't think I speak whatever you are saying, but we will try our best to work in common here. We are investigating your lost shipments from, well, the ships at the harbor, and we were perhaps wondering if you had any information regarding how these shipwrecks came to pass, if there's any clues you have, before we go.
Bruh, for real, the harbor is hella haunted.
Ghost?
My body's rejecting it.
For me, it's the banshees. For real.
For real?
For real.
Oh god, Biba's gonna start talking like this.
No
Yeah.
cap, the banshees are not bussin'. Because Isaac does not know what the opposite of bussin' is.
Straight up not having a good time, bro.
They unbust my bussy.
Oh no, wait.
Jesus.
Anyway, no.
Nah.
If
No.
you want me to go with the ussy words, I have much worse ones than bussy.
Nah.
Like Mr. Krabs.
Let's see.
No, it's crustacean.
Ooh.
Like crustacean.
Yep.
Yep, that's the worst one I've ever seen.
Yep.
I've heard cussy. That's a car pussy.
Stop. Can we
I've
please-
heard Zussy. Zombie pussy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I've played Shantae as well.
No. But if I'm gonna be real with y'all, let me bust out the big map of Sword Coast, and let me show you some stuff, my dudes.
Poggers camp.
God.
Forgot about that one.
So if you go down this way, go up and then down the Tribord Trail over to the coast a little way. It's about a day's journey, maybe less. There is a lighthouse that we like to call the Tower of Storms. Kind of stormy there. But
No shit, Sherlock.
I don't know. Iceland and Greenland, it doesn't necessarily always pan out.
But yeah, ships that come in, the lighthouse goes all wonky, leads them astray, and right into some rubble.
That sounds like someone's messing with the lighthouse.
It could be spooky. Spooky dooky.
Well, I don't know anything.
Cookies. Very nutritious and good for mushrooms.
Well, I don't know anything about ghosts, but evidently something is being done with the lighthouse, and if it is ghosts, I think we've dealt with worse. Well, alright. Thank you, Barthen. Enjoy doing whatever it is you do.
We just started
Here
with-
and reads a list of Gen Z slaying all day.
Yeah,
You just
I can hear him Google
pulls out-
searching.
Pulls out his double
Yeah.
barrel vape and gets to her.
It's
God
like
damn
This one's for the nicotine. This one's for the popcorn lung.
God damn it.
blame it on the
Hatred.
alcohol.
I knew life was going to be very interesting when I saw a video of a guy who dropped out of college to do vape tricks professionally, and he was doing a good job at it. He was hanging out with like Drake, and I'm just like, vape tricks? Like,
As a profession.
yeah,
Man,
sure.
What
Who
did-
pays
what did
you
I
to
do-
do that?
What did I do wrong? That
Apparently, you
How
didn't
did I
do
go-
good vape tricks.
Look,
yeah, like
there were some weird ass motherfuckers back in the olden times too. You had that guy who declared himself Emperor of America, and everyone in like the 1870s just kind of humored him until he died.
You mean Texas?
No.
No, there was a legitimate guy who.
Yeah.
It wasn't just Emperor of America. He also had like some. It's a very large title.
Yeah.
Very
I don't
impressive
know,
title.
but in high school I was busy not getting addicted to nicotine because not
Because you weren't a
stupid.
cool kid.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
Emperor
had
Norton.
asthma.
Emperor Norton, thank you, because I remember he's in
I
Shadowrun.
had.
Norton the First, Emperor of the United States and Protector of Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's how you know it's not real. He protected Mexico. We don't do that.
Anyway, let's go to the...
He would have had it if it wasn't for that one detail.
Anyway,
Americans love Cancun.
it's true. So we should probably go off to the Tower of Storms. Everyone, make sure we know the Song of Storms before we get there. Otherwise, we can't solve the puzzle unless we know the Song of Storms.
Unless you just get good. You just kill the man who makes the song, harness his knowledge by eating his flesh.
Damn.
Emily's playing like that. Emily's playing that beta version of Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, man.
Alrighty, but yes, Tower of Storms. Let's do it before someone brings up another way to make Isaac make another suggestion.
We could just get rich by going to the crypto coin forest down there.
God damn it, that is what that says, isn't it?
No, I've heard that that's been crashing hard lately.
Oh,
So.
jeez.
A big scam the goblins started.
Right.
There are
Alright.
crazy amount of scams out there.
So, yeah. It's actually closer than I thought. Yeah, it's not bad. It's only 35 miles. So, yeah, taking the high road. Yeah, it doesn't... Travel's arbitrary in this anyway, because I hate
take the high route.
exploration.
It's
But-
over, Anakin. I have the higher ground.
Shut the fuck up.
So,
We just spend the next
So you-
several hours keeping ourselves entertained on the back of horses.
So here's what I'm thinking. Okay, we can't settle on Phandalin Fort. Or stick. I'm still really feeling. What was that other one? It was like the Fantastic Fort. I think like that really has potential, but I don't know.
What about the big bells?
The big
Because we
bells?
found a really big bell.
I mean, that's honestly not that bad, but I think we could work that. You know, Hiroto, my man, you have been a wellspring of creativity in very rare occasions. What do you think?
I think he's gonna go silent for about 5 seconds, and he'll shoot back with the four winds of Phandalin.
Fuck, that's
He's
really...
like the really big bells.
Fuck,
The
that's actually...
clappers, because bells and clappers. I
Hey,
don't know.
Hang on, 40 Winds of Fate. Holy shit, that's brilliant. Huh. The 40 Winds of Fate. And we can even work it into the songs. We blew into town. Oh my god, that's perfect. Hiroto, I'm going to have you ghostwrite all my songs from now on. I'm going to work this in. This is perfect.
The first thing he's gonna start writing is his fucking suicide note.
I hurt myself.
Hiroto's just the Mark Ronson to Renato's fucking every pop star ever.
Oh no.
Alright, Tower of Storms. I got my little thing out.
Let's do it!
Fucking
Brayless
tower,
jumps
baby.
on the horse, the
God.
horse fucking dies.
oh man. Fuck.
What's wrong?
I'm disappointed in myself, and
Can you not find the map?
no. Okay, we'll just get there and I'll show you why I'm disappointed. But I've very sorely disappointed myself.
Look, so we
So-
don't make it to the toilet every time. It's okay.
Yeah, I know.
Motherfucker, I do. What are you talking about?
All right,
That's not
motherfucker.
true, you told us the
We
story.
have on fucking stream. We have audible proof that you do not always make it, motherfucker.
Okay. That one time when I was 10,
It was that
Okay.
one time.
I told you in the strict fist. No, I don't ever tell that in confidence.
You can't say that we were streaming it.
I've met very few people who were as ready to talk about their bowel movements as Brandon,
Yeah,
to be
that's true.
fair.
Poop is
That's only
funny.
because it happens to be a badge of honor. If it was anything but, well, I'd still
It's more
probably,
like a, it's more
I'd still
like a
probably talk
brown
about it.
smear of honor, honestly.
You received the purple colon.
Congratulations, here's your brown stripes, soldier.
You done your President Brown on this day. Brandon sits down to take a shit and his Fortunate Son starts playing.
There are moments that when you make it to the toilet and it feels like that. Feels like we just made it, boys.
Strap in, this is gonna be a rough landing.
It ain't me!
You remember whenever Robert Downey Jr. did blackface in that Vietnam movie? Well, holy shit.
Oh no.
Now a much worse image is
Okay.
in mind.
No, I'm better now. I've solved my problem.
Okay, we bought you some time.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you,
So-
Brandon's ass.
You're welcome.
Joke, poop joke, poop joke.
Not the
So-
first time we've said that.
It's not a joke, it's my fucking life, okay?
Oh, God.
Below the high cliff that hugs the coastline, an outcropping of rock is nearly surrounded by water, with only a narrow causeway connecting it to the beach below. Atop this outcropping is a stone building surmounted by a lighthouse tower. An eerie green light pulses from this beacon, shining westward out to sea. With each green pulse of light, you hear a thump of a slow beating heart.
That's probably not normal.
And you guys are entering from this. Oh, sorry. Let me
Guys,
switch to this.
last time I checked, they don't. Lighthouses don't have hearts, right?
No, that's pretty much not on the standard construction.
Hey,
So the
Saucy
light-
Baka detected.
What was
So
that,
the
Biba?
lighthouse is. Oh, sorry.
What was that, Biba?
oh, they shouldn't.
I like this giant crab.
Is it a
You,
giant enemy
You
crab?
passed by and he's actually waving at you.
Oh my god, I
Crab?
love him.
Should we attack his weak point for massive damage?
Shut up, Brandon.
Hi,
If you're looking
crab.
at it, give me a animal handling check since you're looking his way.
Alright.
Oof.
Not good.
I don't speak
Yeah.
crab. That motherfucker belongs in a roll.
Hiroto's not even doing anything with it.
Where were we?
We're
Just
not
like that's food.
Wait, way the hell out here?
We're on the east.
Yeah, I see it.
Anybody else want to look at the crab?
No, Renato's not even gonna make an attempt.
You don't want to
Kratos,
look
do
at the crab?
All right, I'll try.
Look
Em-
at the crab!
Emily did the sad voice, and I can't tell her no when she does the sad voice. All right, animal handling.
Okay.
Jesus
Great
Christ.
Man, we are
sketch
the
is that
shit at animals.
not only is this giant crab waving at you, he is beckoning you like it's kind of a come here motion.
Guys, I think The crab wants us to talk to it.
Well, I have bad
What?
news for the crab. I can't speak crab.
I mean, we could probably sussy-wussy it out, right?
I'm sorry. What did
How loudly are you speaking?
I mean, I'm just talking in normal
he?
voice.
Yeah, just out loud.
Okay. So the crab overhears you. He's like, "Well, good thing I speak stupid."
Yeah!
Brittle
I
is just like,
have
all right, deserved. Hello and well met, Mr. Crab. How are you today?
Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Crab is my father. Just call
no.
me Eugene.
Hello. Hello and well met. My name is Hermit Crabley Cooper.
God
Fuck
damn it.
The fuck?
This is why
Okay,
he
roll
needed the
for
time
initiative.
That's what I needed time for.
He's gonna die now.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's what you needed time for?
Yeah, I didn't have an animal pun ready.
That's what he was disappointed. Not that the map wasn't set up.
You
Not
piece
that
of
something
shit.
wasn't on
I
there.
fucking can't believe I've spent 5 years playing this goddamn game with you. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you can. Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
I 100%
This
can.
is why.
Oh god.
Oh Jesus.
You guys aren't ready for whenever Isaac plays Sinros. You don't understand. Oh god. That's like where it all began. That was ground zero,
Yeah.
fucking Yaki Chan.
Yeah. Well, and then I had the whole like rollable table of animal companions, and
yeah, you really did. He had Owl Capone too, right? Because like I think he took
I
Find
did have Al
Familiar.
Capone.
And I'm
Yep.
thinking about how Mango has a cat and Sinros has like an owl. That's gonna be fun. Anyway,
And okay, so Crably looks at you all, and he says, "Hey, I got some problems. If you all want to assist me."
what sort of problems afflicts a crab? Listen, we're sort of on a important job here. The lighthouse is beating like a heart. That I'm not trying to say that we're not happy to help, but we sort of have a timetable to work against here. I think.
Okay,
Bro's just
so
gonna look at
speaking
the two of you. Just be
speaking
like,
of
it's a
which,
crab.
that lighthouse has led some shipwrecks astray. So if you help me, I might be able to go under and fetch you some of the treasure from those shipwrecks that this lighthouse been causing. So you scratch my shell, I scratch your back. Um, it seems like a symbiotic relationship. Oh god damn it!
I go to start scratching his shell.
So, this leads me to what I need from you. Um, I knowledge is suffering. I just want to go back to being a normal dumb giant crab. I just want this affliction to be rid of me and go back to the good old days of ignorance.
Oh, me too, dude.
Damn, Bebo.
So, if you could just release me from this like curse spell, I don't know, whatever's making me smart.
Huh.
I had cast detect magic.
Well, and you do detect, yeah, you detect the bunch of it. But basically, and he goes on to say, he's like, I was granted my intelligence and the ability to speak from a sea elf named Miral. She she was my master in life, but she decided to kind of try to rid the lighthouse of its problem, and swiftly was killed.
I'm sorry to hear that. Do you think that she has something on her that would help us with your problem? I don't know if I
Do
can.
you know what she got killed by in the house?
So
Probably a smooth criminal.
I do not know that because I was awakened as she died. So now she's a banshee, so that's real neat. She's a real good fun time, and I mean that with the most misery possible.
That 15 was right.
So, but she's like an okay banshee. She's not like causing problems. She just wants to be laid to rest, basically. So maybe there's something when she died in the lighthouse that is tethering her to this world. Oh no, God, my intelligence is growing. I just want to be a simple crab again. I don't want this.
All right.
But yeah, maybe there's something tethering her in the lighthouse, and if you can get that, and maybe that'll put her to rest, and I can return to my simple days of just look. I dig this hole and I burrow into the sand, and he kind of is like half in it, and he's like, and then I come back up, and then I run out to the water just a little bit, and I come back. Repeat for at least 18 hours a day. I miss those days.
All right.
Instead, I get to sit here and understand mortality.
All right. You're sort of bumming me out here, Mr. Crabbley, but we'll do our best to maybe look into this.
Yeah, Bradless whispers behind you like, guys, this crab kind of sucks.
It sounds like his problem is our problem, though. Like,
Right,
if we
exactly.
solve his problem, it's gonna solve our problem anyway.
Exactly. There's no reason not to
So-
go and do it.
So, I can give you a couple words of advice. I don't know much about the lighthouse, but I do know some things about the area. First things first, there's a bunch of harpies that kind of nest around here, if on any outcropping you can find. So I would stay away from ledges if possible,
All right.
because they're hungry all the time. Second, the water, definitely shark infested. There's even an awakened shark, and his name is Daggermaw, or sorry, her name is Daggermaw, and she will bite your head off and take pleasure in it. It's not even out of hunger; it's just for fun.
Sharks can't infest water; they just live there.
Tell
But
that,
yeah,
tell
so-
it to the people who have their heads bitten off by them.
So,
You
yeah.
entered their house.
So, I mean, just that being said, if you try to take other approaches other than the direct path, just know that those face their own unique challenges too. You got harpies, you got sharks, and then you got the direct route, which may or may not have full visibility of the lighthouse. So,
Do you know what's in the lighthouse by chance?
That was going to be my next question.
So that I do not know 100%. I'm assuming some sort of a lighthouse keeper, but
With a really bad heart murmur? Like,
yeah. No, the heart thing is definitely creepy, and it definitely is emanating from the light. And he points up to the like where the light part of the lighthouse is, and he's like, because that's not normal. That is definitely heart related, and spooky.
No.
But I've never seen the inside of the lighthouse, and I've never seen anybody come out of the lighthouse. So whatever they have, they either have a direct route in or out that doesn't involve the path that you see before you, or hold on.
Me too, buddy.
So once we're free of crab conversation, I'm literally just going to suggest we, get rope, tie each other off at the waist, because harpies are a thing, and whatever else might be on here is a thing. And so options are to either slip and fall into the sharky water, or to get carried away to harpy nests. So I think we should be roped up for safety.
Yeah, I guess they would be able to just yank us up, wouldn't they? Crabservation. Okay. Right. Yeah, I mean that tracks. If we get caught in combat, that might be interesting, but
Well, it looks like it's going to be single file anyway,
that's a good
for the
point.
most part. I don't really see any way to cheese this or get around it, because, I mean, if we were to take, like, a boat across the water, then we have an intelligent shark that would just fucking smash the boat.
I'm looking. Oh yeah, there's several. I mean, maybe that's just art. I'm just looking at the sharks on the map. Yeah, I think that's a good call, honestly, because I mean, we could possibly go around and find some kind of bullshit.
Unless we could jump across this bit of water here to whatever the strange black square is and hop across it.
Yeah, no, not metagaming. I know.
Yeah. So
I mean, I
he-
believe the strange black square is the inside of the lighthouse, but
That's the joke.
Yeah, he's being
Yeah.
silly.
So yeah, the path one that's blocked out is like the lower level one. There's an
Uh-huh.
upper level.
Yeah.
And that's the big But yeah, so he says I've never seen anybody come out of there. So either he has enough supplies that he can just make do there, or he has another way in or out. I do not know.
Huh. Maybe it's some sort of magic, maybe some sort of teleportation deal. Who knows? I like Hiroto's plan of tying ourselves together. At least we can hold each other, taut as we approach the place. May make fighting difficult, but we're only going to be single file in a very small area anyway.
We could just hold hands.
I think this is a little more reliable and a little more freeing than holding hands, Biba. That being said, tying you to a rope seems like it's going to be problematic, but we'll figure it out.
I can be solid-ish.
Instead of tying off the rope, she's just gonna like shove it straight through her. Just like,
all right. Well, do I have rope? I forget if Renato has rope.
I don't. I'm just assuming one of you does.
I hope Renato
Sure,
has.
I have rope.
All right.
We were using it earlier.
Oh
We've
yeah.
already been through this issue before.
Look, I just forget. Okay, I want Renato to have silk rope, but not for adventuring.
Oh no.
So Jesus Christ, and that's how he dies.
That's how he'd want to go.
Yuck.
Okay. All right. Yes, let's, for lack of a better option, tie ourselves together. Let's establish an order before we go about doing this. And, Braitalis, I'm not trying to put you in the line of fire here, but you are the best at being in front of everybody.
Nope, that definitely makes sense. Now, I huck this thing into the water. Cannot hit anything from a... It's gonna be difficult.
Let me see here.
But I do make a really great wall. My mom used to time when it's in the way of the games.
I mean, you can borrow my hand crossbow briefly if you would like to, but I would like it back.
I wouldn't know how to use it to begin.
I suppose that's fair. Alright. Braidless in the front. I can take up the second position. Biba can go behind me. And Hiroto can cover up the rear. Keep ourselves martially proficient on each end.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Alright. I'm going to take a Biba.
Alright. So I'm going to be a little more mild because Harrison is laying down in the bed in my office, so he is in here, but he's chill. So.
It's cool.
But
so we are tying ourselves together, Komsa, and we're like with rope just to keep ourselves from falling or getting carried away. We're going to approach the causeway, or via the causeway.
Okay.
I'm glad that he established it's a smaller causeway, so this is not, in fact, the Giant's Causeway.
Okay. So you make it your way through the causeway. And this section here, it is a tunnel, 7 foot high. And you are accosted by the Banshee of Moral. And she just basically she makes her way at you, like she is charging straight at you as you enter in.
Aha! Now hold on now. We are friends of Crabley. If that name still means anything to you, then stand and, well, halt.
And as she hits basically the exit of this cove, she dissipates and reforms back here. And then she comes back out and just kind of repeats the process.
That's
Okay.
very interesting.
So we might want to circumvent this area here.
Oh, aren't we supposed to be dealing with her for Crabley's sake?
I mean, that would be ideal.
Did Crabley say we had to kill her, or just... I don't know, he would get through to her at this point.
Do spirits in your land have a weakness
And
to...
Fridalis, give me a perception check as she keeps making this charge.
Oh, there you go, Braid. Dillis. Man, I forgot how you brought up the Giant's Causeway, and now I just forgot how fucking awesome that thing looks.
Right?
Where's that even at? Is that it's in the UK.
All right. So what you see is you start to see a little clearer picture of what she may have been. She is still kind of the typical banshee, ghostly look, and very spooky dooky. But you see, the ears of the elf, because she was a sea elf, as Crabbley said. Just below her ear, kind of like behind her ear, you see a tattoo of a conch shell, and you see that beneath the banshee exterior, especially with that high of perception, you're able to see her soft features that have been warped by death, essentially. But you start to get a more clear image of what she may have looked like in life, basically.
I mean,
but she's making this charge. Other than look, she's making this charge. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, where are you going, bud?
I mean, it looks like she is contained here, right? She's unable to finish the charge at Braidilus. This is out of character. Don't paladins also get turned undead with a channel of divinity?
Oh yeah.
That might be something we can use to make the approach.
Begone, thought.
But when she's making the approach and making her charge, let me look at one thing real quick.
CR18 Banshee stat block Google 5e.
You give me a, I don't know, a history check. See what you know about banshees.
I would love to.
Intelligence check, something like that. Yeah.
One moment.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah.
Braidilus was well trained.
So you know that the majority of
I found
banshee.
the book.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Give me a second, guys. Sorry.
It's okay, dude. He's fine.
So I'm thinking,
Dad.
if we can't just, spook her into this cubby so we can pass, then it might be better to just circumvent rather than charge right through.
Right. I mean, part of me thinks that if we go and perform a double bypass up in that lighthouse, that she'll be good, right?
Probably.
There's always an anchor for ghosts.
Nautical.
That wasn't even on purpose, huh?
But yeah, if we can't cheese our way through, then I'm thinking we need to climb around or over or combination thereof.
The question is a nice how, because I don't think do any of us have any climbing gear or some pittons or something? Because that's
I have athletics.
excellent. Yeah, we're not gonna,
about it.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to sheer scale the outside of a cliff. Because if we fuck up, then we're not dealing with a banshee, we're dealing with a shark, and yeah.
Yeah, Braidilus doesn't have a swim speed, so that's not good.
Okay, so what you notice based off of what you know of banshees is a lot of their more malicious actions come from their touch and their hands and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But this banshee is not charging with its hands outstretched. I mean, it's still screaming and still doing, but it seems to be trying to frighten you more than it's trying to attack you.
She's warning us. She's not trying to hurt us. Let's just walk through.
Yeah, kind of. I'm down with that.
Well, let's see. Braidless is going to be the first one to step in, so...
Yeah, Braidless goes for it.
Go, my brave Dillis.
And as you go through, she continues the same action, but she just phases right through you, basically, almost as if she didn't even like see you. She just keeps going and repeating the same action.
All right,
And
minimal loss of resources.
same for all. Yeah, same for all of you.
All right, we'll figure out something for you. Don't worry.
Weird, but not dangerous. So we're just gonna try to do you a solid when we're in there.
I'm imagining that something is binding her against her will here. I don't imagine she would have a strong emotional connection to the lighthouse that she, by Crabley's report, had never been to.
Yes, but Crabley was only intelligent for... well, since she died.
That's the other interesting thing, but I think we'll find the answers inside. Let's continue on before, well, we need to be careful of harpies.
Did we want to attempt stealth?
I mean, sure we could, but presumably harpies can see us from the air.
Yeah, Braidless pulls out a...
And speaking of harpies, especially since you have the knowledge of them existing, you do kind of see them all kind of lurching around up here, and then kind of making their roundabouts, through this vicinity. But this seems to be their not quite nest, because you don't see any nests or anything, but it kind of seems where they return to when they're kind of perching. And
it's like their lookout, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
Their rookery.
I'm gonna propose that we still try to sneak, because I'd prefer to engage them up there, where there's probably more space, than, on this shitty ledge.
I'm down with that.
Okay.
Single file in a cliff to water that has sharks in it. I'd prefer to just,
Yeah,
leave.
sure. And I've got this fancy chainmail now that says, I don't get disadvantage for sneaking. So
I like how
you don't click clack as much.
I like how Renato has better stealth than Hiroto, the fucking ninja.
You must be the ninja.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Hey, look at that.
Beebus.
Beebus?
Okay.
Stealth. Almost said Steve.
Oh,
Beebus
rolling
longest.
stealth.
Unless
Sorry.
you want to be loud.
Beebus screams all the way down.
No, please.
She's like
Beavis?
she's like the
Beavis
sun. She's like that sun planet from Rick and Morty. Screams for 42 hours a day.
That's literally my girlfriend.
Okay.
Not in a bad way.
Okay.
Is loud.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm still a
Braidless
little...
turns
Tyler, you're the one
and just
making
looks
it
at
weird.
everybody and goes, shh. And we start sneaking across, little by little.
Okay.
through our
Yes.
secret tunnel.
First,
I imagine that Biba's rolling or 15 is not like for lack of being stealthy. It's that after she hears Braidless say shh, like every 5 paces, she's probably shushing everyone.
the mouth on her face just disappears.
Braidless, he's like narrating, he's like singing his own stealth music,
The
and as he
crawl
gets
thing.
up against this like rock wall, he's like, "Duh!"
With our really good rolls, but yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's really
Hagen.
good, so I get to do whatever I want to do.
That's not how that works, but yes.
Look, man,
Give
if
me
I can't roll
1
like
second.
an 18 for something and
You're
say,
gonna do-
actually, can I be shitty at this? Then what's the theater of mind even for?
They will love you in improv school, Em.
I took 2 improv classes in college, remember?
I do remember.
I don't know if that's likely. I think it might even be improbable.
Fuck you. Fuck you. God, we would be the most insufferable community theater group on planet Earth.
No, taking my improv classes in college taught me that improv is really, really hard if you don't vibe with the randos you're put with.
Yeah.
And I didn't vibe with these randos because there was this one girl who, like most of her improvs, would always turn really angry. And I'm just like, where's all this anger coming from? Oh my god!
It's
Alright,
because
I'm back.
how anger is the easiest thing to act. Like,
Yeah.
most actors will tell you that angry scenes are really easy.
Yeah, but I like it's not fun.
No, well, for you it isn't. But anyway,
It's not fun to watch in class all day for 2 hours.
All right, so you guys make your way all the way up to the top of the cliff.
I guess that means we succeeded.
uh-huh. At
Yeah.
last.
And well, you spoke a little too soon because that's when you see them notice you.
Well, that's fine. The important thing is they didn't notice us when we were down there.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit if they noticed us here.
Yep.
And yeah, so they see you, and you guys make it all the way up to the like you're free from the like you were up here approaching. Yeah,
Got it.
before they said. Makes you feel any better? You guys only failed the group check by 1 point.
Fuck, that's a tight ass check. Damn.
We were just like, okay,
Yeah.
we're almost there, and then Biba gave one last shh.
They rolled well.
Right.
Sorry.
Untie the rope. Untie the rope. Untie the rope. Untie. Guys.
All right. So we are going to do the thing.
Do the
Play
thing.
the game.
We've been playing this whole time, Emily. Oh.
It's the best game that we play every week-ish.
Every weekish? Are you sure? Every other weekish, maybe.
Man, we've been having a bad couple weeks.
Yeah, we were on a good little clip for a while there. We were like remarkably consistent with Frost Maiden.
And then, like, life got busy.
Yep.
You know?
It'd be like that sometimes.
All right. So Hiroto, you are first. And they're all kind of hovering, like they're still within reach. They're kind of hovering maybe like 5 feet off the ground. Like they're came down basically to attack / pester you.
That's okay. I don't care if they choose to fly because I have hand crossbows, but I'm not going to use them yet because if they're only hovering, then I can fucking stab them. There's one near my dude, so that one's going to die first.
Aha!
Meow.
The advantages of having a stalwart manservant.
And I'm going to grapple it. I don't have the feet, but I still feel the compulsion.
So this one actually is over the ledge. So
Okay, then maybe that's not a great plan.
I'm just
I'm
thinking,
going to stab it.
yeah, because this one's over that, but these ones are both kind of like over the side of the cliff.
Got it.
Dope.
Dab.
Like they're still reachable. It's just
Maybe grabbing it is not the best idea, is what you're saying.
right.
Yeah, why not? Let's flurry of blows it. So I stab her, and then as she's reeling, I'm gonna start some spinning kicks. Kya, kya.
Yeah, they all hit. All right.
The fucking whirlwind of steel and heal. Get it? Because kicks.
It made me.
Bradalus,
Anyway,
your-
that's my turn.
Bradalus is up.
Okay. Bradalus, in true Bradalus fashion, can smack this guy. That would be a crit.
Oh!
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yay.
for 13 damage. Plus, I'm gonna smite it.
Okay.
I gotta find the smite thing again.
I think it's a sin to not smite on a crit.
Slash 8. 10 more damage.
All right. So Renato will go.
All right. Wow. The harpy next to Hiroto is going to get shot with a hand crossbow. Fuck.
That hit.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, 10 piercing. And that'll do it. I can't use Psychic Blades unless it is a melee attack.
Okay.
Oh, actually I can, but I'm not gonna. It's a weapon attack. I did not realize that.
Okay. So the harpies are all going to move slightly there.
Ah,
yeah.
Opportunity
go ahead.
attack.
Oop.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah. One.
Oh, even if I don't kill it, as long as I hit it, some bad shit's gonna happen to that harpy.
Right.
Is it 12 that one that moved past me?
That does both those hit.
So is that harpy still alive?
No, it's dead.
Okay, because they're gonna say if it wasn't, then it can't move and its speed becomes 0, so it'd fucking start tumbling down the cliff.
Alright.
So
Which it
now,
does anyway.
These ones are gonna let out their songs. So everybody give me 2 wisdom saves. The first one will be for this one, and this one will be for the other. The second one.
Renato has a -2 to this. Uh-oh.
I rolled,
Uh-oh.
I probably
is
passed
this
one of them.
is this charm or sleep?
This is a charm.
Cool, I have advantage.
Ah, you're an elf, that's right.
Half.
Okay, so Josh, you're charmed by this one.
$16 and 19.
Oh wait, no, I was looking at the 9. Josh, you were not charmed. You say both those.
Ooh.
You can only be charmed by one Renato, so you were charmed by this one.
Renato, keep it in your pants, one harpy at a time.
Okay, so nobody else is charmed, but on your turn you must move towards it.
Copy that.
The most direct route.
Oh
The
no.
most direct route being directly down this cliff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
But I apologize, but
No,
I
dude.
got
Fucking...
one more thing with Harrison. I'll be right back.
You're good, dude. You're good. Be a dad. It's... Renato suddenly becomes the dude from Airplane. The princess in the tower? Rapunzel! Rapunzel!
Yeah, the dude that you said I am.
Yeah, he's no. I didn't say he's you. I said that he's a very Emily character. Like, you know how there are Tyler characters? Well, he's an Emily character.
Ah. Tyler characters are just Han Solo.
Yeah,
Again
I
and
really
again
like
and
Han
again
Solo.
and again.
Okay, fuck you. I'm a sucker for jerkasses with a heart of gold. It just gets me. I don't know why.
I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo.
Yes, very good, Josh.
I'm Han
Or what about
Solo.
jerks with an ass of gold?
I mean...
Now that's my character.
That's my girl.
Looking at the star, I can't stop my shine.
I'm
Han
loving
Solo.
Cloud City. I'm so in. Alright, but like, the fucking best part about that entire game is the YMCA. I mean, yeah, that too, but the YMCA parody. Like Empire Today, which is unironically a better instrumentation than the original YMCA, because they have these kick-ass trumpet stings in the middle of it. It's like, fucking, how does it go? It's like, Empire Today. They have like that little extra that little kicker at the end of it, and it's like, oh, it's really good. It really fills some negative space that is missing in the original. I just always felt it was better. But then, like, Vader...
The only negative space around here is you.
That's just impolite. God.
It's also inaccurate. If there was any of that, it would be me.
No, that's also rude. Don't hate yourself. Fucking stop.
They hate us
My-
'cause they ain't us.
Jeez. Okay.
Stop saying that, dude. Stop saying that. It does not sound how you think it does. They hate us because they ain't us, okay?
Look, man, some people have beautiful booty holes.
I
And,
love that movie so much. I know it's terrible, but
Going ahead and putting what Emily just said in the Emilyisms document.
beautiful booty holes.
Look, man, sometimes people have beautiful booty holes. Yes, of course I'm putting that in.
Yeah, I've never seen one, but then again, I guess I'm not a booty hole person in general.
fucking hard enough.
Happy International Women's Day, Tyler.
International Women's Day?
The follow up to that is you taking one for the team.
Oh. I don't even... Emily, stay where you are. I need to show you my butthole.
No.
Absolute cat behavior.
Yeah,
Well, now I
if
know
you
why
come
Emily's
in
never
here,
seen a beautiful butthole. Obviously. Seems
I
very unwilling.
I would be very happy to live my entire life and not see Tyler's butthole. Sorry, I'm not one of those girls.
Buttholes.
You just made me think of Shadid.
Buthol.
Have you ever seen Shadid?
My name is Fifi and I do a black fit.
Oh, man.
I can only count to 4. What the fuck comes after 4?
Shadid is a, I believe it was a Tim and Eric sketch. And it was, her name is spelled shithead, but it's pronounced Shadid.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
Oh, man. I think she was the same lady that did Make My Bubs Bounce. Which
No, I
was...
think that was a different lady.
Was it? Okay, I remember Bubs Bounce because that was like one of the most horrifying bumps I'd ever seen in my life. And it would just play at like 3 in the morning while I'm bleary and just waking up from accidentally falling asleep and just like, make my bubs bounce. And then like, it's just the most gory, weird shit for no reason. Adult Swim, man. But yeah, I love Shathid.
Yeah, Shathid is a different person, I believe.
Is it? Okay.
They don't look...
Well,
Just from me Googling those 2 videos, they don't look similar to me.
Okay.
Unless...
Well,
Alright.
the reason why I'm saying this is because, like, usually the people who were on Tim and Eric were also the people working on the Adult Swim bumps. Like, they were usually the same crew.
While we're here, Emily, are you excited for the Nintendo Direct tomorrow?
There's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow?
Yeah, and it's just 20 minutes of stuff about Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Woo! I love that game. Yeah, Shathid is by Fake
Right.
Computer.
Oh,
They
she's...
don't say who the
Right.
lady is.
Okay, I thought it was the Tim and Eric bit. Okay, never mind.
Alright, I am back.
Hello.
Welcome back.
I am Brandon.
So, Biba, it is your turn.
Yes, it is my turn. We were talking about Shathid. Hold on, let me get back. Casting Chromatic Orb.
Yep, that hits.
What element do you want?
I want it to be fire.
And which one are you hitting?
Oh. Yeah, I didn't know that one.
Okay, yeah, probably dead, but go ahead.
Was that the one I was charmed by?
Yes.
Haha!
Let's see, is this the damage?
Yep.
Yeah, it's dead, so it's dead and you are no longer charmed.
Teamwork. He's like,
You're not compelled to walk off the cliff.
He says, yes, my fair lady, just a whoa, okay, wow, you're not my type.
You're a little too into birds, Ronaldo. Calm it down.
Thank you, Biba.
Did you call him Ronaldo?
Yep.
Raylish just laughs. He's like, Ronaldo!
Hiroto, you're up.
I love
Run
how
back down the slope.
the one thing I have in common with all my characters is being the fucking whipping boy.
Look, man, if you're going to make a silly rich boy, it's gonna get made fun of.
Yeah.
I try to punch the bird. I do not succeed, but I do stab it.
Yep.
In
you
the
stand.
cloaca.
Oh, it's a callback.
No, it's back.
All right, Bradalus, you're up.
We somehow have to combine Dutch ruddering and cloacas, guys. It's the only way.
All right.
Oof.
5, 10,
Do you think that when the
15,
Teenage
20,
Mutant Ninja Turtles were like
25,
exploring and learning about themselves,
30.
they would Dutch rudder each other to work each other's?
No.
You know what?
Yikes.
Do you think that
No.
Do you think that
Yes.
Donatello and Michelangelo ever explored each other's
Is
bodies?
it dead? Please tell me it's dead.
No.
No,
is
aren't
not.
they supposed to be
God
brothers?
damn
Yeah, they're brothers. That's why it's
Yeah.
even worse.
No.
I couldn't remember what human girl that everyone wants to fuck is named.
April?
it. April?
April. Well, God, I know what you guys what your sexual awakening was. Hand crossbow.
No.
Oh, that hits.
What
Yeah,
that?
Shredder.
Shredder is shredded. I get it. 9 piercing.
Yep.
He's got those
Uh,
cum gutters.
Jesus Christ, Josh. Not dead.
One. Nope, not dead.
Psychic
So
blades.
Oh. Is that just bonus damage again?
Yep.
Or is that...
Yeah,
okay.
I expend bardic inspiration for that.
Alright, it is still up, so
God
but it
damn
is
it.
not looking great, but it is gonna take a claws and a club. One to claws on Hiroto and club on Bradalus, so a 16 for the claws.
Which was on me, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Doesn't hit. Haha.
And an 18 on Bradalus.
I'm pretty sure. Yep.
I'm pretty sure that it attacks him and then I attack of opportunity.
So did you say it did hit you or does not?
It did not.
Okay. So
And it tries to hit and then I stab it for its
Alright.
trouble.
So Biba, it is your turn.
Finish it.
Eva is gonna mind sliver.
Intelligence save. So it's dead.
Hell yeah!
Noise.
And they all tumble down the mountain.
Well, at least we're making friends with the sharks because they're gonna appreciate this.
Yes, I think we were a little over worried about that. However, there is still a beating heart inside the lighthouse that I am still quite worried about.
Well, let's go see it.
Alright.
I wish I shared your enthusiasm.
Alright.
yeah.
Bradalus
Yeah.
gets on the floor, opens the door.
Everyone does the dinosaur.
And he is gonna do this.
So this is the foyer. It's a 15-foot room. You can see out the back window here. You can see some of the shipwreck, and you can see a couple masts, a couple stuff like that. But you just kind of get a clear view out the cliff, essentially, and then door here and door here leading to like the actual tower itself.
Renato's gonna check the door to the south since it seems like a nice little closet maybe.
Okay.
There's an orc in the closet.
You'll never
Another
guess. You'll never guess what he's doing.
The walls of this 15-foot high room are adorned with frescoes that depict ships being tossed on stormy seas, with a dark and terrible god looming above them and smiling. Set into the west wall is a dirty, salt-encrusted window. A stone altar with lightning bolts carved into them stands against the south wall. A metal rod descends from the ceiling above the altar, splitting into two before it embeds itself into the stone. Does anybody want to take a religion check on this one?
I will.
I'm gonna do it at disadvantage because I mean
Is this
Our-
a female
Ain't from-
deity?
It is not.
Okay, so I was about to.
Sexy female.
Well, I was gonna ask if
Renato, this is Talos.
Oh, this is Talos. Okay, so I was thinking it was gonna be Umberly, and I was like, if it's Umberly, I feel like Renato should have advantage. He's from Waterdeep. They're very scared of Umberly there. Yes, Talos, the Stormlord. He's a right prick. I mean, you know, as is his.
and the
wont.
altar shoots lightning.
Yeah. No, this is Talos, the Stormlord. He is a. He's a deity of storms and wrath befitting that. It's interesting that they would have a tabernacle here, although if it's anything like Bishaba or Bishaba Umberly, then perhaps it is a shrine meant to appease rather than worship.
If I wasn't playing it a sensible character, I know what I would do with that altar in 2 seconds. But
Bradley says, "Okay, this door."
And Renato, as you kind of get within close, you hear a voice inside your set kind of chuckle and says, "Not you. Your soul is sought by another."
Oh, that's unfortunate. Renato actually gets a
Did you say
cold.
something?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Renato actually kind of looks like he's in a cold sweat as this is said.
You okay, buddy? What's going on?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Let's just keep going, please. I don't like this room anymore.
What's
Okay.
Did we figure out what this thing is? Is it hiding something?
And as you approach Bradalus, you hear a voice in your head, a voice inside your head say, "Step forth and accept me, and I will grant you great power."
Hello?
Just saying. If you are into, what god did you say you started again? Were you a Lathander boy, or was it Tyr?
We're more kind of conglomerate, but I'm not necessarily practicing. I'm just like, I'm a good guy.
Alright, traditional enemies with the patron of your order here is all I'm saying.
Oh, maybe we don't mess with that then.
He goes to mass on Christmas and Easter. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm a CE kind of
He
tier
does a really
follower.
good job at convincing his parents that he goes to church every Sunday, but who's got time?
Bradalus is still on, and also with you.
He's like, look, man, I would, but hey, Beaver, did you say something? Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah,
Okay, let's get this door. Knock knock.
straight up chaotic evil deity. As Renato leaves this room, the look in his eyes, he looks back at the thing one more time. He kind of rubs at his signet, ring on his finger, and then he leaves.
And Hiroto, as you kind of step past, the same offer is extended to you and says, "Step forth and accept my power."
the thing that Brandon wants to do is not the thing that Hiroto would do, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna leave the room.
I knew it. I was like, Brandon's gotta love this shit.
Brandon 100% wants to place one hand on each of the fucking metal rods and be like, "Zap me. Do it, motherfucker, do
It's
it."
Morbin time.
You have to get rid of all of those things the Scientologists are talking about first.
Yeah, that's true. You gotta.
We send Biba in there, and she just becomes like a chosen of Talos, and just storms everywhere for the rest of the eternity.
No.
But
You
Talos, this can't be happening.
You grab both ones and then be like, "So where do my feet go?" All right. All right. So you go into the lighthouse tower.
Stairs.
Door.
There are stairs that lead up the. And there's a landing 20 feet up if you follow the stairs, or there's this door back here.
Door.
Hiroto just
All right, you're checking the door. Okay.
Door.
And so what you see when you step in here is a room with 2 north-facing windows, and a barnacle-encrusted chair stands on the south wall. Sitting in the chair, you see an anchorite of Talos. He is sitting clad in armor made from giant octopus hide. Resting in his lap is an opalescent conch shell that he's kind of just marveling at. So almost not quite petting, but he's definitely admiring,
caressing, one might say.
Yeah. And he says, "Oh,
So you said it's in his lap?
yeah." Well, on his lap,
no.
in his hands, he's.
Oh no, where's...
No, there's no peen out. It is.
Are you
Wow.
Are you a lighthouse guy? The guy that lives in the lighthouse?
I am the keeper of this lighthouse, and he is half orc.
And why does it go all weird?
Because Talos wields it.
Oh, that's not good.
What is your god about?
Talos is the god of storms.
And
And
I think he's not good at his job.
I think what it is that this lighthouse has been a way for ships to get through Talos's machinations safely to harbor. Am I picking up correctly here?
At
He
one
says-
point, maybe, but now Talos wills their demise.
Hey guys, I think this guy is what's wrong. I think this guy
Yeah.
is the problem.
Yeah, we're gonna need you to stop that, buddy.
Need you to drop the conch and step away from the chair, sir. Yes,
drop trow and touch your toes.
we are actually here to take care of this little problem. You can cooperate, or you can be a problem.
I
He
guess.
goes, if he wills it and pulls a cord on the back of the conch and then goes, try it later.
Yes. No. Can I kill them? No.
Well,
Can I kill them? No. Can I kill them? No. Can I kill them? No.
Try again later.
Can I kill them? No.
All right.
All right.
So we're
What
going
should
to
I
do the
do?
thing.
Absolutely nothing.
So the anchorite steps out of he stands up and he transforms himself into a boar.
All right,
Oh,
sure.
God damn it, not again!
This is, I mean, and you're able to tell this is a polymorph. It's not a were-boar. It's
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
He's druidic in nature.
Gaudy.
Oh God, at least he didn't turn into a bear.
I find that offensive.
Would you say you find it very offensive?
Shush. Wow, this dude's
Alright.
about to get bodied.
All right.
Would anyone care for a
So
slice of bacon?
Renato,
Would anyone care for a slice? Oh, you were making a jest. I see.
oh, I severely misunderstood. Like, oh, well, you're gonna snap him out of this boar form pretty quick.
Yeah, Renato's gonna just to keep the heat off of Beebs. He's gonna step right here with his rapier drawn and take a stab.
Yep, that hits.
I imagine Justin will be okay without your intervention.
13 piercing.
Alright, and that
And he's out of bear form.
say hello back to the half orc, my friend.
Oh my god.
Aha.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah.
god
I
sucks.
saw that it had a trans. Like I was like, ooh, temp HP, and then I was like, oh, not much.
Renato like finishes this little maneuver and it's like, ha, like a stuck pig, one might say, and that's his turn.
So you're definitely the one he's gonna go for.
Yeah, look, that's what Renato's good at. He's good at goading people so that they attack him and let Hiroto get his attack of opportunity out. All right, that's me.
Speaking of whom,
So, he is actually going to use one of his legendary actions.
I'm in danger.
Wait. Legendary actions.
Yeah. And you just see him turn into a cloud of smoke, essentially, and basically go up the tower, and he finds himself onto the upper level now.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Run!
Up the stairs.
Yep. Did he leave anything behind, or is it a pretty bare room? Did he leave the conch shell?
He did leave the conch on the throne.
Yoink. Do you remember how the Banshee had a conch shell on her neck?
Oh! go.
You think I should just shatter this thing right now?
Or blow. I don't know.
Let's hold on to it and decide later.
And I'm not gonna make you count movement because so just
Plus, I'm a
Kicks
monk.
in the door.
you just make it up there with
It's
him.
on the floor. And now
So
it's time
it
to
is-
do the dime
It is. It is Hiro. I am gonna say Hiroto. You're still in the lower level because you'll go, and Renato
That's fair.
because he'll get his turn before you all would have moved.
That is fair.
But the rest of you can on your turn just your movement. You can make it up there. Like I'm not gonna make you count how much it takes to get upstairs.
I will move, and then I will be up in his face, and I will fucking stab him.
Okay, you stab. Go ahead.
Where's your god now, creature?
Downstairs. Duh.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna spend a key because I like martial arts. Kia, nope.
Nope.
Kia, yep.
Okay.
Stab to the appendix, knee to the back of his knee.
Okay. Biba, you're up.
Yeah, Biba is gonna Tasha's mind whip him.
Whip it good.
Intelligence. He does save.
Fuck it all.
Hey, 6 damage is 6 damage.
Yeah, he takes 6 damage from the mind whip. Very sad, but it happens.
Okay. Bradalus, it is your turn.
Stupid. Boo. Let me look at my spells very quickly. Let me
Smite this
realize that
motherfucker.
these two- Let me just hit him with the axe. Does that hit?
I don't think so. Yes, it meets. So yeah, it does.
You're welcome, everyone.
And then we're gonna smite. Dooba.
Oh. Well,
It's
Technically
about
average.
That's about average, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and that's Bradalus' turn.
where is your god now?
So.
What? 20-something damage. $22 damage. Oh.
Does this swine have another trick?
I'm just like, looks like our bacon is cooked.
This half orc is doing geometry basically.
Oh dear, I appear to have miscalculated.
Maybe he'd like to try his luck at going around and perhaps, I might find an opportunity here.
Stop trying to.
He is going to move his way around you, but he's not going to leave your aura of influence. So
Gay.
because
Fireball.
he is going to cast lightning bolt
Uh-oh.
through you two.
Ooh.
That's a what? Dex, I think?
It is a deck. What is this spell save? Okay. Yep, it's a deck save.
Dex. Yeah, shit.
Yeah, you save, so you'll only take half.
Well, the famously dexterous Bradalus.
And you will fail.
Oof.
So now let me roll up my 8d6.
It'd be cool if I could use deflect missiles for this. Catch the fucking lightning bolt and throw it back at him.
Just be Zeus about it. Oof.
Also did
So-
22 damage, huh?
Oof.
If this was not just, we're gonna probably resolve this pretty quickly, but if this was a big thing, I probably would ask if I could use deflect missiles to fucking catch the lightning.
You get one rule of cool per campaign, damn it.
Well, I ain't using it now.
Alrighty.
Even though I'm kind of smoldering, I'm just gonna look and say, is that the best you can muster?
You have like those cool little lightning scars across your body.
No.
Is it? Is
Uh,
that
What?
Well, he moved in to use an action to cast, so unless he's doing some legendary action shit now.
He only gets one, but he does look back, and he beckons to Talos as he extends his hands towards the lightning rod, and there we're gonna get a layer action.
Uh-oh.
There's your god.
Maybe we should have, I don't know, smashed that thing in the basement.
BRB.
How much of a shocking would we have gotten if we had hit the metal rods with a metal weapon?
I don't know that anything would have happened then. All right. So what you see is the clouds above you grow stronger, and let me look at the range. Okay. Okay. I am going to do it at random as he is. Talos is basically doing a call lightning. So I'm just going to do it in initiative order. One is. Well, no, Renato's not up there, so one would be nobody. 2 Hiroto, 3 Biba, and 4 Bradalus, as Call Lightning is going to target as such. So Bradalus, give me that
God.
dex save.
Leave him alone.
Talos is not your dude. Not no more.
Talos, guide us.
That's not good.
Crispy lizard.
Wrong Talos. Oh my.
Oh no.
1 and a 10 and a 10. Woof.
How you looking, bud?
Not too good.
But top of the order, layer action, so it is Renato's turn.
All right. Bust in.
He's
here.
summoning the power of his god,
10,
but it won't be enough to
15,
save him.
20. And it's like, aha! I'm here. Oh my God, Bradalus. All right, fuck this. He's going to weave in with his rapier and aim a little pep. Yeah, for a 12 to hit. Balls. Yeah. With a bonus action, he is going to Bardic Inspiration Biba.
Okay. And
In case you
he's
do an
gonna
attack.
Yeah, he's going to do his legendary action just to do a single clawed gauntlet onto Hiroto.
Damn.
24 to hit.
Oh yeah.
That is 8 slashing damage.
Ow.
And it is your turn now.
Okay, let's...
Not stand in a line, first of all.
Oh, I
Well,
apologize,
that's a little
guys.
difficult.
I am an asshole. I thought this was visible for you all, so to indicate what it was. I don't know if I said what it was or not, but
That's
Oh
fine.
god damn it.
Oh,
I kind of... Honestly, I assumed it was. So you're good.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not really going to be doing anything for us if, like, we're already on an open court. It's not like a...
That said, I don't know that I want to be standing between him and the lightning rod.
That's a good call.
And there's not really a place to stand that isn't going to be in a line with someone, so just fuck it. I'm going to keep on, because we're going to flurry, because this is the time. Just let loose.
Oh, yeah.
Stabbity stab.
yeah.
Kickity kick. I'm just gonna get all the rolls out, and then we can do the damage.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Probably...
It-
And yeah, after this second one, he's dead.
See, I'm just gonna kick out one leg, kick out the other, and then I'm just gonna shove my sword straight through his throat.
Okay, so you do that, and give me a perception check as your sword pierces through his throat.
Perception check. He makes a gross gurgling noise.
Perception. I don't perceive.
I'll still give it to you. It's not. I mean, I feel like you would be in tune with enough that you would get this. So as your blade pierces into his throat, you as a monk are trained in enough precision that it goes right across where you know that the carotid artery would be, and oddly enough, the vibrations that you would normally associate coming up your blade, you do not feel. You do not get a pulse coming from this half orc. Even like right before his life leaves him, like as it's going through, like before he's dead, basically, there is no pulse. What would normally be, fast pace, heat of the moment in battle raged, like fast, like you get nothing.
Now, here's the other rub. I mean, monks can kind of like slow their heartbeat and shit. So is it more that, or is it like, no, this is like there was no heartbeat?
There was nothing.
Okay. As I pull my sword out and kind of flick the blood off, I'm going to just calmly look at everyone and say, we need to cut his head off and burn him, or whatever the appropriate thing is in your parts, whatever the custom is. He was some sort of undead abomination.
I can start the fire.
Even as I ended his life, so to speak, I could tell that there was no heartbeat within this creature.
Eva's getting very excited at the prospect of something fun happening, so she's already going downstairs to start the fire.
And the beacon, so the beacon is still lit above you, and as it flashes, you get a thump thump.
Oh fuck! That's his heart. I think I'm starting to make a connection here. Proceed with the decapitation, please. But
so we can we access the beacon from here? Is there like a ladder to get up there? Or...
it's just it's one more floor up.
Yeah, this isn't the final stop. Yeah. Okay. Biba, hang on the fire for a moment. We have to go take care of the heart.
But
he might not be dead.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Okay, yep. So you see the beacon is lit, and in it you see a floating green heart that is basically it's blocking the normal movement that you would see out of a lighthouse with the flame, and it's just pulsating in a heartbeat.
My lord Renato, you may wish to, well, I don't know the potential dangers of this, but you may wish to step back. I'm gonna thrust my fucking sword into that heart. Finish the job.
I rolled a hit.
Oh.
It has Animal Crossing, bitch. Animal Crossing armor class. Wow. Wow.
What the fuck was that?
AC in my head. Okay, fucking shut up. That's the me music.
Yep. Okay, yeah, that's enough. It's dead. But you plunge your heart into this, and this, it's a heart. You're familiar with the feeling of this losing the life, and the pulse travels up your blade, and you get thump 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 thump.
What sort of insane?
And the green pulsing light fades alongside the beating, and the normal light returns. The clouds begin to dissipate slowly, and you get this clear sky begin to open up, and above you see the stars, and a gentle peace has come over this sea.
Well, that's about as good of an ending as I could have expected, but what a strange, I don't know, experiment, or I don't know.
Alright, can I do the fire now?
Now you can do the fire, Biba, yes.
Okay.
Alright.
In the meantime, Renato is going to descend and make his way back across the causeway and
Okay.
see...
As you descend, give me a perception check.
Oh, boy.
You should also destroy the altars, probably.
Probably. I want to go see how Crabbly is doing. Perception. I need to stop closing my fucking thing. I'm gonna tell you, it probably won't be great, but we'll see. 12?
Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary that you wouldn't expect.
I'm in danger.
Should I have done that on the way down?
It's up to you. I mean, if you feel like you were kind of on guard, maybe. But it's up to you.
Beeble's really excited about the bonfire.
Is it a perception check?
Yeah.
Where'd it go?
Okay. As you on your way down, as you pass by on this second landing, you notice that the body of Moesco, the half orc, is gone.
Oh, that's not good.
And the piece, it's still a peaceful, like it doesn't seem like it's just you just don't see the body.
Poor
Hey guys,
Biba.
the body's gone.
I mean, is there still like some shreds of heart, or did it just kind of dissolve? Because that would be a good thing to burn.
So the heart actually did go up in flames as you. I mean, the heart dissipated too. Like it. Went
Okay,
up in
well,
flames.
something burned at least.
Well, I mean, you can if you really.
Viva's gonna go take out her rage on the. Viva's gonna go take her rage out on the.
Seagulls?
No, this.
Okay, I'm gonna not be in the lighthouse when you're doing that, because that seems
The
very
religion thing.
Oh,
Altar.
Oh, Biba hasn't been
Okay.
propositioned.
How do you do this?
Destroying the religion thing.
Altar.
Let me see. Whatever spell Biba has that could be best for that is.
But you're
Oh,
not.
that answers
you're-
Hmm?
Okay, go ahead and see which spell it is first.
Thunder wave. Maybe not. I hear Talos likes thunder.
You cast Thunderwave and you just hear, oh.
Bad. Oh, that was awful.
Anyway, she's going to corrode it into nothingness using acid splash.
I never.
I'd
wanna
be
hear
deeply concerned that this altar is actually like Talos's prostate.
Stop. Oh, you guys are the worst.
Okay, so you cast the acid out, and it's still pretty shiny and new. And as you do that, you hear the same voice in your head as the others. Reach forth and claim my power.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm Talos, god of storms.
Hey,
Oh,
Biba,
you're that Dix guy. No! And I cast another acid splash.
Still nothing.
Shining example of moral fiber, Biba.
Bradles will just walk up and hit it with his axe.
Okay, give me a wisdom save.
Uh-oh.
Gimli, son of Gloin, goes flying.
Oh no!
Okay.
Wait.
No!
And-
Oh no!
And so as your blade comes down, it's kind of one of those like anime freeze time things where you just pop yourself into like you have an out of body experience and into the big white room, and it says you have chosen to accept my power.
Wait. No, I didn't do that.
Well, you reach forth. That seemed pretty straightforward to me.
No,
This isn't consent. This isn't
Tyr,
consent.
can I get some help here?
Like
Hello?
the literal chaotic evil deity. I don't think
Can
he's into
Biba
consent.
see that he's weird and push him off of it?
No, you don't touch someone who's being electric shocked, Emily.
Yeah, no, push as in magic hit.
Or
I
like
have
do
that
a
new-
running tackle so that you
I
knock
have that
him away
new
from it.
colonoscopy thing you gave me.
Well, fucking go fight.
What you guys do in the privacy of your own home is your business.
the telekinetic thing. I just keep calling it weirder things. Anyway,
Oh.
yeah, I push him off with fucking telekinetic, telepathetic, penetic.
And Talos continues and says, I bestow upon you my blessing.
Oh, Tyr's gonna be pissed.
I shall, and when I call, you shall answer, or
I don't.
or I shall smite you.
Okay,
you
but
stand.
you've already done that once today, and it didn't catch. So like,
I'm still standing.
Oh, you caught me. I can only throw one lightning bolt a day.
God of Storms.
God of Storm,
and as this, you come back into your body, and it is as if no time has passed. Literally, you hit the impact, and your axe is coming back up.
God damn it.
So to everybody else, they just saw you hit this altar, and you have been bestowed the charm of the storm. You can cast lightning bolt 3 times a day.
Holy fuck, what?
Well, but here's the question. So,
Or no, sorry, 3 times total.
Oh.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, I was like, Isaac, that's a 3rd level spell. You just made Braidless a better evoker on top of the paladin shell.
Yeah, no, it's 3 times total, so you get 3 charges of lightning bolt.
How do I? Do I get to keep my paladin stuff?
Figure that out.
I mean, maybe if we destroy it, he can fuck right off.
Well, I mean, like I
See-
said, no time had passed, so
This is like some Cenobite pain is pleasure bullshit because he's like the god of destruction and stuff. So would it turn him on
Braidless is
for us
gonna
to
turn
break
around-
his altar, or
Braidless is gonna turn to Ronaldo and be like, "Ronaldo, I fucked up. We have to finish this journey really quick.
We have to.
He's gonna find out."
Listen. Okay. Look, I was here. I'm witness. You tried to destroy the thing. Anything that comes after, I don't think you betrayed any oath that you've sworn. I think you're good.
Look, I don't think Tyr works that way. Do you know? Tyr's the god of justice, and his is not really like good justice. I would say it's
I don't.
well, like.
I don't know. I don't think you can get in trouble for trying to destroy a altar to an evil deity. Just call me crazy here.
if
Well,
your
like,
god
let's
is
put it this
one
way.
who
If
would,
you're just backing down the road and you break the speed limit, but you're rushing, are you still gonna get in trouble? Yeah,
What the-
probably. You
what
broke
the-
the law.
What is a speed limit, first of all? Anyway,
No,
what,
the horses can only go so
let
fast.
me
through
put it
town.
this way: if you're running through a cave system and you're breaking tables looking for a mimic, are you still?
Hiroto,
if
what were
your
you
god
saying?
is one who
So,
would
what-
begrudge you for trying to destroy the altar of an enemy of that god, he is not worth of your worship.
Hiroto is a wise man. You should listen to him.
So everyone in this room, what's the best way for me to destroy this altar? Yeah, you're the best way to get revenge for what you got is to destroy this thing.
I would assume magic.
I have
Just
snowballs.
kind of looks at it. Braidless just kind of looks at it and goes, it's over now. And goes swings his axe again.
Hey, what's
What's he
up?
gonna- What's
I
he
have
gonna
very
do?
painful snow. And I don't know if this thing has a mind. I have acid that seems to apparently not be doing a lot, and I have lightning, but I think that it would like that actually. So.
If you are using acid, I'd recommend you deface these sinful murals on the walls.
I'll do that. I'll fuck this guy up. He didn't let me burn a body.
Maybe we just leave, y'all.
No,
Do the frescoes
never.
have the same bullshit protection as that?
Give Isaac a second.
Honestly, trying to think of how. Yeah. So you're able to pretty easily fuck shit up now. It's almost as if any magical protection is gone.
I just wanted to give the gift.
The shenanigans have already come and gone, so now it's just smash time.
Look, we
Hell
can
yeah.
listen. We can consult the temples whenever we get back to Phandalin. Maybe that.
Holy, is this the life of an adventure in this land? That every time we come back from a job of sorts, it's time to consult the local priests for matters of lycanthropy or whatever this is now.
What sort
Have you
of?
never been to church? They like it when you come all the time.
I don't know what sort of adventure.
Well,
you
I mean,
can-
there's usually an age limit on that, but
Jeez, Isaac, good lord. Renato's like, I don't know how they do it in your land, but there are risks involved in what we do, and it just so happens that temples are locuses of healing, my friend. Physical and spiritual.
So what are we to do with this conch? Maybe we should go see the crab first.
I was about to say, yes, let's go see the crab
the
first.
lady and the crab.
okay. So you go see the crab. As you pass by the causeway, the banshee sees the conch, and she just kind of moves back to her outpost, outcropping, and lets you pass peacefully. As she just kind of, with anticipation, looks on that you have as the conch.
Conch
If
is.
if our crab doesn't have the answer, I suggest maybe we blow it or perform some sort of ritual with it before we decide to destroy it.
Yeah.
That tracks.
It may
Blow
have
it
some sort of
or-
importance to her.
Try to touch her with it. Trial and error.
So you approach Crably, and he says, "Well met. Did you all? I mean, the spooky green light's gone, so I'm assuming you did something."
Yes, we survived. We found this. Renato will show
The
him
guy
the
who was
fashion.
in charge was not a good person.
He wasn't even a person.
No, not anymore.
Gotcha.
Didn't
Well,
even leave a body behind.
This conch is. It's. I've never seen this before. But it looks a lot like Miral's tattoo.
Yes,
From
and it spurred a reaction in her.
Yes, maybe this is the closest thing. Did you find her body? Any remains? Anything?
Not that we could
No.
see.
So maybe this is the closest thing to a physical form that is left. I mean, if there's some bad juju going on up there, maybe there's nothing of her remaining, but she tethered herself.
I'm curious,
Yes?
if you've been granted intelligence, does that automatically give you the gift of speech, or did you have to learn all these words
It was-
afterwards? Or
It was all, it all hit me at once. I was given the ability to speak and intelligence. It's
that's quite
almost-
convenient, isn't it?
yeah.
Well, let's
No.
let this man
Well,
be a crab
I don't
again.
feel good. I like to do a little dance and listen to a little song.
Using
Otto, would you
using
possibly be able to play us a little song
fuck off.
quickly? And
He
Brado
says
kind of just
it's-
puts his hands in the air and says, Mr. Crab?
From what I gathered, it's almost as if Moral transferred a part of herself into me to try to help herself in death. And that's why I'm thinking if we put this to rest, she will be put to rest, and the part of her that is in me will go with it.
And by
I
put to
can-
rest, you mean destroy.
Destroy, bury,
Either.
funeral rites. I mean, anything. I mean, this is the closest thing to remains that we have, if my deductions are correct. But I'm a crab of my words. So before we do that, let me go fetch you some goods from the shipwrecks.
Aha.
Don't get killed by a shark in the process.
Biba, I have something for you to burn. I don't know how effective that will be, but it's better than nothing.
Before we burn it, someone should give it a toot.
All right.
Biba gives
So-
it a toot toot.
All right. So there are 5 ships, and I can probably successfully make it past the sharks for 3 of them. So you must pick 3. We'll just do 1 at top, 5 at the bottom. So just pick 3, and I shall go and check those ones out.
This one. This one.
All right. Josh has chosen.
All right. Which ones? 1.
I think 135 is what you indicated.
135. Okay. So he comes back from number 1, and he comes back with a +1 weapon. It says at DM discretion, so I'll let you guys pick whoever needs a +1 weapon, and it's whatever their main weapon is.
Well, Bracelets does not currently have a +1 weapon.
I can already attack magically, so I mean, +1 battle axe sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'm all magic, so.
And Herodo's weapon upgrade is related to like personal strife.
Yeah, no, if you produced a +1 katana, it would be more like, what the fuck? This needs to go home. This is not mine to use.
Okay.
It's a +1 katana, but it didn't belong to anyone before. It's from Amazon.
Well, I mean, then that would be okay.
So from the second one, he comes back with it's a chest, and it is there. The chest is basically where the lock would be. You see an ornate starfish.
That's cute.
It opens up. It is the first thing you see on top is a cloak of many fashions.
Oh fuck yes!
And once you dig underneath that, there's some straw and stuff kind of used as like packing peanuts essentially.
Sure.
In it, you find a very delicate 9-inch tall blue quartz statuette of a mermaid worth 75 gold pieces.
Dope. Yeah.
And in the last,
Go ahead.
and in the last ship that he comes back from, he comes back with a kind of like a satchel of sorts, but it's like a briefcase almost. Like it's that kind of shape, but it's water resistant proof. I don't know. Like it was underwater, but it's fine. And when you pop it open, it holds a fully charged wand of secrets and a wizard spell book that contains blur, charm person, comprehend languages, hold person, mage armor, sleep, and spider climb.
That we cannot use because none of us have wizard levels.
Oh, yeah.
We can
Okay.
sell it.
I mean, that is the thing we can do.
Yeah. But yeah,
We
so
get
once
one more level in this campaign, it's not too late.
I mean, no, we.
Now let's go fight sharks for the rest of the treasure. Is what anyone other than Heroda would suggest.
No, Renato gently removes his favorite little poncho thing that he's been wearing that has been thoroughly fucked up by various acid and stabbings and other things. He kind of tucks it away and puts on the cloak of many fashions, and he has it take the same appearance as his old one did. Red on the outside and a nice satiny gold on the inside.
Real creative.
And
Hey, look.
alongside
I know what my colors are, okay?
all this stuff, this is your guys' loot, but along with this, he also brings back just various provisions and supplies and, stuff that you could tell was coming in for Phandalin. So basically the stuff that you were tasked with getting, but nothing of note other than what I described.
Well, it's still worth money, so good.
Yeah, I mean, that'll get us the full 500.
And so the crab says, all right, now I can return to my former ignorant bliss. Just take the conch, put it to rest however you see fit. I don't think, I mean, unless you desecrate it, and then we have bigger problems, but I think
Piss
as
in
long
it.
as
Biba, play him off.
Biba's gonna dig a hole and put it in the hole and fashion a little rock at the top as a headstone. That's what
And
people do with bodies, usually.
Yeah. And then, so what you see is um, kind of, I'm trying to think how you would see, because I was like, oh, you see like the eyes of a crab kind of just expand out to the big black, but they're already big and black. So you just kind of see the look of sentience leave this giant crab, and as he just kind of starts to do the crab walk back and forth, he does exactly as he said he did before. He digs himself a little hole, goes into it, comes back up down to the shore, back. He does the routine that he detailed prior, except this is his life now, and he seems all the more happy for it. As you're exiting up back into the cliff that you came down, you see the silhouette, or no, kind of like a ghostly figure, but at peace. Like you see the spirit of a sea elf, kind of in that same cave where you saw the banshee, looking on at you peacefully before she dissipates. And you all are able to make your way back into the forest and take the path that you see fit to Fandolin.
Aw, that was nice.
Immediate 180. Let's go loot those other ships. God damn it. Go, go, go.
Well, fuck, that's about as good of a stopping point as possible, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot done despite the fact that we started a little late.
Yeah. Fucking Josh.
You chose right, by the way. The other ships just had money. They didn't have any magic items. So
I mean, we can use money.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
for your troubles.
I have a fucking cloak that I can change the color of whenever I want. The style, color, and apparent quality. Oh, and Renato makes it look very nice. Hell yes. Oh, what a gift. What a gift.
yeah.
Well, alrighty, dude. Thank you for DMing. It was good to finally have everyone back, good lord.
Yep.
Also, to
Sure.
possibly have a party name now.
Yeah, Four Winds of Phantolin's great. That's like really good. We all have our we can all have our own little our own wind direction, and Hiroto cannot be east.
No, that would be.
What
No.
the fuck is this, Josh?
What?
Radalis has to be north because he's always like morally the highest.
I mean, Renato is literally from the Jewel of the North.
I mean, or Bradalus could be the south because he's always down.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm quite
Currently
certain
down
that Hiroto-
bad, maybe losing my divinity. You know,
We'll see.
I'm quite certain that Hiroto has been down more than Bradalus.
Look,
but
man, I think...
Bradalus took a fucking beating today.
Yeah, he did. Look, man.
Radalis got hit by lightning twice in a row and just kept.
Yeah, man.
I think
I mean,
Dragonborn literally too fucking angry to die.
as long as you go to confession, I think Tyr will forgive you for, not doing anything wrong.
Again, I don't think that's. But
Tyr just says.
No,
I mean, it's
every
fine.
religion is actually
He's like-
Catholicism.
Yeah, no. Tyr's just like, hey, just go to mass on Saturday. You can go to the non-denominational on Sunday, and just go through the motions there.
No, believe it or not, Josh, Tyr is actually really chill. He's like he's more of like a mercy justice deity. He's generally a pretty swell guy, all accounts. He's missing a hand. He has a little nub.
God, I'm dying.
Bradalus is a fraternity brother that decided to pledge another fraternity, and we all just pretend to be cool with it.
Yeah, it always amazes me that y'all's fraternity allows you to do other Greek orgs.
Okay, but you can do other Greek orgs as long as they're not directly competing music frats. We do get mad about that.
Yeah, no, once you're in our Greek org, you cannot be a member of any other Greek org that is part of our rules.
Actually, fun thing, you can actually do technically other music fraternities. They just can't be secret music fraternities.
Right.
They have to be all public knowledge.
Yeah, you can be in KK Psi, but you can't be in like fuck. I don't remember any of the other ones. But
Yeah.
Was it Delta Tau?
Sure, why not?
I think that was the one they always told me you can't do.
I can hear the Canadian in the room shrinking away as we speak.
No, I was just thinking how amazed I am that I managed to not touch the thing.
Oh yeah, I know. Very proud of you, buddy.
It was fun and interesting.
And
No,
Your
I'm not-
character wouldn't.
Brandon
I'm
loves.
not gonna lie. I had kind of consequences planned for all of you,
Sure.
and Herodo's would have like really been a heartbreaker. Like
Oof.
Be
'Cause I
real
was-
with
I
you.
I was basically gonna be,
Lightning for you, jerk.
basically how the message you sent me, Tyler, how public is that? Like, are
Not. I mean, Renato doesn't really talk about his.
no,
much
not
yet.
Renato, but like do you care if I say it's like out of character, or is that something you kind of want to keep under wraps?
Under wraps only because. Well, I don't know. Emily, yeah, you can talk about it because like you two played through Dragon Heist. Emily has played Dragon Heist, and I've talked about Dragon Heist a lot with Brandon. So I mean, yeah.
So, he was going to be not thrilled that you were technically serving somebody who is kind of, sort of tied to another deity. Not really, but
Serving is such a strong word.
but he was basically going to have you forego your bond with Renato, and I mean, you can still travel and do all that, but it's break your ties or else kind of thing.
Well, he can eat shit.
Yeah,
no.
This is our boy
I mean,
from
that's where the or else comes in.
right from the culture that gave you seppuku.
Yeah, and I was still fleshing it because I'm not going to obviously have all right consequences same session, but
That's good. I like that. It's fun.
Well, I'm very worried that Bradle smote sometime in the future.
All your smite damage just becomes lightning damage from now on.
Oh god. Please.
Alrighty. My eyes hurt, so I'm gonna dash. It was lovely playing with you boys, and Josh, if you make me wait another month again, I'll kill you.
I mean, to be fair, it was me. But,
I know. I know. I'm just being silly.
Hey man, listen.
Well, like-
this
Right now,
is
outside.
Josh we're talking about. It's fine. We all got his back. Now, Tyler, go fuck yourself.
That's fair.
Tyler
No, I'm
will
kidding.
almost never put something above D&D
It's
though.
true.
Like,
It's true.
I'll be like, Tyler, I'm going to my family's house because they are making steak for my family's birthday.
Your
And-
family's birthday.
Yeah,
No, but it's anniversary.
and birthday, and he's just like, that's great. Can you bring some steak back on a plate?
Also, friendly reminder: we are within 5 weeks of baby due date.
Hey.
About
So,
to have a
um,
freshen.
And she measuring big, so they're saying that we might go early.
Okay.
Is this
so-
her first pregnancy? Presumably, it's
Yeah, this is her
Yeah.
first.
those tend to go late.
Late, yeah,
But
but baby's measuring ahead,
yeah.
so they said it could go either way. But yeah, so just giving you that heads up, you might get a hey,
Oh no, dude. Fucking...
life is crazy. Sorry, guys.
No, it's cool, dude. I was
What? You mean you won't be more available?
right. Me and Josh were there whenever Harrison was a youngin', if you remember correctly.
Look, if you abandon your wife and brand new child to play D&D, you better have their permission.
Yeah.
No, dude, we get it.
But yeah. That being
Baby slowly
said,
shakes head. No.
That being said, next week, unless I have baby prep stuff, we might be able to start our normal time because Harrison's going to be in Florida with his mom. So,
Gotcha.
but yeah, so I'll keep you just just kind of know that probably from about, I don't know about next week, but probably definitely the week after that's kind of going to be a day by day for me.
All good, dude.
Yep.
That is fine.
So-
And if you need to just like have a break for a while, we could figure something out in the meantime. That's not.
I was gonna
a problem.
say, somebody start pulling up one shots, baby.
All right, Curse of Strahd early. Let's go. No, I'm kidding.
The important
Speaking of
thing
Curse of
is that
Strahd-
you name the baby Strahd.
It's
Like
actually
in the last second when she's like recovering from pregnancy, you just get into the
Second middle
room where
name.
they have you put in all the names and just be like, yeah, and that's Strahd, STR.
Oh yeah, the middle name's Von Zarovich.
Strahd von Zarvich. That's awesome.
it's actually going to be Strahdon, middle name D's Nuts.
Nuts.
Yep.
Yeah.
And actually, for the surname, can we put Blev 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 and
God damn it.
So for Strahd, I've almost got my character done. Tyler, I'll find you pictures soon.
Yeah.
Brandon, we
I
need to
look
get together
forward-
and just talk about some of the changes I made to
your Necro dude.
I just took Artificer and changed some things to make it more flavorful.
It's
think-
probably fine, but yeah, we'll talk.
I think it literally makes the class worse, but we'll see, you know.
I can't wait to kill you all. I mean, DM for you all. I mean, probably kill you all.
So,
Yeah.
okay, remind me classes again, because that might determine how I multi-class.
I'm playing a Blood Hunter, Order of the Lycan. Emily, so I'm a dual wielder. I'm gonna be in the thick of things, frontliner. Emily is playing a Fathomless Warlock, presumably a blaster from afar.
Okay, so no Bard Lock, okay.
And
I'm playing Artificer, but it's gonna be flavored by like body stitching, so I'm gonna
Okay.
be making zombies.
So I may go Bard Rogue.
I was waiting for the word rogue. I was
Yep.
waiting for it.
Mostly, like, I'm gonna say, like, I don't think I would take any more than the absolute most I would take would be a 3-level dip in Rogue, but probably only 2.
I know that like we have the entirety of this to get through and the entirety of Curse of Strahd to get through, but the build I have in mind for Arethyr, the Swords Bard Swashbuckler Rogue, looks so fucking fun on paper.
Oh, Brandon, I also want to talk to you about that because I have so many ideas for the long-term campaign, for like
Oh,
story and
dear.
everything.
LTC.
Happy to hear your ideas.
Basically, remember how you said consequences of our actions?
Yeah.
Stay with me
Like-
now. Shrek.
I'm like, God damn it!
Just Vecna with divinity just like pops up on the prime material and says somebody, and that's how we get on there.
Rekna.
Shrek! Oh my god!
Fuck. Oh.
Donkey, I'll be needing me left hand back.
Holy shit! Someone has to have made Shrek.
Get out of my domain.
Oh my god!
Oh
that-
yeah, and with the fucking Stranger Things using Vecna, Shrekna has to exist on multiple levels.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Onions have layers. Liches have layers.
No one. I don't think anyone has. Oh wait! Found it! Here we go. There it is. Good old Shrekna. It's bad. It's bad to look at.
Doesn't matter if it's good to look at. Yep, that's Shrekna from Stranger Things.
Yeah, that is Shrek.
The one really bad thing with Stranger Things using Vecna as a villain is that in public I'll hear the name Vecna and just be like, who the fuck? Wait, nope, that's very popular right now.
I mean, he's always been popular for D&D spaces, but now it's just like.
No, it's the Gin Pop.
Now the
man.
normies are gonna get
Yeah,
in
right,
there.
right.
It's a shame that there's not a way to turn donkey into Cass or
My
Cass into donkey.
creationist cousins know who fucking Vecna is.
Isaac, Cass, and Boots.
Oh man. Oof.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna
That's
have
my cue to leave.
go.
Yeah.
Literally dying.
All right.
Holy
Goodbye.
shit. Goodbye.
Bye.
Ollie.
Good night.
Night.
Thank you for DMing, buddy. That was great.